Okay, and we're back live and direct, man. Welcome to Not Another Podcast. This is episode 12 with myself, Sipho alongside my co-host, Ndima Silwana. And yeah, today we've got a very interesting, exciting episode ahead. We've got someone who I could say is a master communicator in his trade, someone who has his finger on the culture's pulse. And if you don't know this man, you're going to know him, man. This is someone who's been on Big Brother. He's on YFM right now. He just dropped his latest single, which is buzzing in the streets, Malikona. It's that type of December, dog, because
Yeah.
the the message is in the title, bro. And yeah, welcome, Mr. Tulz Madala, someone I've known for a long time. And yeah, man, happy to have you here. What's good, bro?
Shout out. I'm blessed, man. I gotta say I dig the name. Not another
Mm-hmm.
podcast. It's
Hello.
a honor to be here. I love that name because you know
Uh-huh.
exactly it's a dope name. I'm good, gents. Thank you so much for having me on your platform, man. Festive season to you. Oh, I hope none brother.
Yeah, nah, we good, bro. We good. We're just waiting for Undima to rejoin, but we good, bro. I think, yeah, how's your day been just before we kick things off officially?
Very long, bro. Because the crazy thing is, when it comes to the festive season, there's a lot of fun
Mm-hmm.
and friends, family, groove, this and that. My main focus right now, little late, she's visiting me. So I woke up and did some shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So peg, I'm going for the end and then still go to work. So very busy day, but I'm not complaining, man. How's the weather
Yeah.
treating you there in good old East?
Hey man, the East is hot right now. That's all I can tell you. It's bad hot, bro. Like I was sweating like a MF before this recording, but I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Dira, welcome back, Brody.
Good to be here. We can rock. I'm keen to hear
Yeah.
what you guys got cooking for you. Are you guys the crossover versions of Mac G and Soap and Duga?
We're our own thing.
No, we're our own thing, bro. We more like Joe Rogan.
Okay,
Ah,
okay.
But we are our own thing, man. I was saying, Dira, Tools was saying that he digs the name, not another podcast, and it's so funny how we even came about the name. It was such Undima was being sarcastic, Neo was being sarcastic when I approached him with the idea of having a pod. He bought in, and then we're texting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then he was just like, not another podcast. And I was like, dude, that's the
Mm,
name. Let's roll with it. So
spot on, bro.
yeah, bro. So that was the chat with the name. So I think first things first, man. Tools, like, just tell us about where this all started, bro. Like, where did the journey start, and how did we get here?
Where did the journey start? I would always say in high school,
Mm-hmm.
you know those typical stories where they'll be like, if a child is a model, but no, he used to dress up in front of the mirror, or if he's a singer, he used to
Yeah,
sing in the mirror. That wasn't me. I was focused on being a lawyer until
yeah.
I landed up in a school called Hudson Park, right? This is in grade 11. And while I was there, I was a really big guy. I'm still pretty big, but I think I was even
Mm-hmm.
bigger in high school, man. And it's because it was the culture there in school. Like, if you're a big guy, you're gonna play rugby. But I
Mm.
didn't really enjoy rugby. I mean, it's what the guys wanted to do, but that shit was painful. Run,
Mm.
try handoff, training, like all of this. Like, why am I doing this? So while I was at
Yeah.
Hudson, about 6 months into me doing this rugby thing and figuring it out, there was a girl who came to me and said they were doing a musical which was called West Side Story. And
Sure.
because I was big, she was convinced that I would be able to lift her while we're doing the dances because she was a dancer, but no one else could lift her. It was Buddha have my immediately. I get to lift you too. Well,
Yeah.
and that's how I'm introduced to my first play and my first stage and my first um yeah, I guess that's when the bug bit me. The first time I
Yeah.
realized the power of controlling people. Because fast forward to 2 years after that, same person who had just entered drama got honors, right? Because I was so into
Mm.
the whole idea of telling a story. And particularly with theater, because with theater, you're on stage and you rehearse for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, but it really comes alive when you got the people watching you. But yo, it's Basilegilis. They are watching
Mm-hmm.
me. You know, I decide if the moment is too loud, too low, if it goes left or right. That power, yo, I'm getting goosebumps right now. That power on its own, I was like, lit. I never want to leave it. And that grew into so many other things, whether it be radio, voiceover, using what I have as a tool to manipulate you, make you feel something, happy, sad, cry. That's the job.
That sounded so dark when you're like using your power to manipulate us. What the fuck, bro?
It does sound dark, but here's the thing about it does.
Yeah.
It's giving Dr. Eggs, man.
Uh-huh.
But
Mm.
think about it. If you are listening to the radio and you're having a
Yeah.
bad day, and I jump on and I say something that cheers you up and makes you want to listen to me for the rest of the year, whether you're focusing
Mm.
or not. But when your station is always tuned into me because on that particular day I said something that landed, then you
Mm.
you kind of look at it differently.
Mm.
You know, your words do manipulate. How you say things affects how people hear and understand it. So
Got you.
that's the thing, man. I mean, you study something long enough, then yeah, you end up speaking like a dog person, but it's manipulation. I need you to fall in love with my idea. Whatever I'm selling, whether it's a party, whether it's a song, whether it's a mood, whether it's a
Mm-hmm.
story. You know what I mean? It's all how am I
Yeah.
approaching it? How am I saying it? Why am I saying it? Am I in a rush? Am I pausing? You know what I mean? That's
Mm.
manipulation, finance. It all.
Mm.
It's
Giving an
finesse.
impression.
Nah, I got you 100%. And like, I got you like, yeah, leaving that impression. And you're essentially a mood shifter because I like what you said about people being down and then listening to you on that particular day, and you say something that lands and they're immediately hooked, and you've got them as a subscriber or a listener for the long term. That's essentially what you do. That's essentially what people do in marketing as well. They try to convince you to buy their product through various means in media, be
Mm-hmm.
it on social media, be it radio, be it music. So it all comes together, and I guess maybe manipulating is maybe it's because manipulation has such a negative connotation to it. It sounded dark, but nah, 100% got you. And then yeah, I like what else did you say that really caught my attention? So from being a lawyer, it makes sense now because you're such an eloquent speaker. I watch how you present yourself and how you deal with guests, for example, on your show, Dude, I'm Not a Chef, how you manage to read people and be able to get them out of their shell so they can start talking, and get in their comfort zone and they start talking. So is that something you've always had, or it's something you've had to learn through your trade?
It's something you pick up and learn with time.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about 10,000 hours with everything. But when I joined YFM, I had won a show called Up Close and Personal, which I think was a really good platform to train me for interviews. Like you say, man, a lot of people are closed up or are
Yeah.
not in the mood or don't want to talk. So you gotta find little things to get them to open up. And these are
Mm-hmm.
the skills you pick up over time. If
Mm.
you really are interested in the craft, because a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
just do it for the sake of being cool. It almost speaks to
Yeah.
the name, not another podcast. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
a whole bunch of them is just people jumping onto a screen, grabbing a mic, saying something negative about another person,
Mm.
and hoping that will land.
100%.
That's some boring shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, talk about it, bro. You're free to express yourself
It's
here, bro.
boring. It's
Yeah.
lazy. It's you know. So yeah, man. If you're a person who cares about the craft, you try by all means to learn. And interviewing is something I definitely learned over time. I've had some really good interviews. I've had some really bad interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who would I say is the worst? The worst I've had was
Yo.
probably my experience with Nadia, but I don't even want to give her any more
Oh my
airtime than
God.
that.
Yeah.
Let me rather talk about Future. Yeah, he's the biggest star. I once
Mm-hmm.
interviewed not look at me bringing her name up again. Future, pardon me, at a press conference here at
Mm-hmm.
in some hotel here close to work. Future
Mm-hmm.
came into the country. Remember when Future was here? I think Amigos was also here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
2014. I
yeah.
don't know
This
who else was there.
was
20 something, man. But
yeah.
I'm still a young kid. Boss calls me and says, Jogan's the press conference got Future. I must ask some question. You can imagine how gassed up I am. Get there, there's
Bro.
people from all these different publications when Nakaya, Don.
Mm-hmm.
And we all took turns to ask questions. My first question to him was, which South African artist would you love to collab with? Because you're in the country. His response
Yeah.
was, I don't really know South African artists, which made him look very bad. My second
Oh.
question after it had gone around in the room again was, um, how do you feel about people comparing your sound to Designer? Designer, Panda was
Mm,
huge. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well,
mm,
his management literally said, that's it, we're wrapping it up. Press conference stand, a tattoo, so with
Yo.
TV section. The shit I'm not
eh,
shaking up on the radio, and they were
yo.
fuming. Now I was happy because I got what I wanted,
Mm,
right? For me and my angle, it was fantastic. I got back home and well, not back home. I got back to the station and I caught this little moment. Everyone else in the room was livid though, because they didn't get to
Mm-hmm.
ask their questions. You know.
mm.
So with that one, I don't know if I walk away a happy chappy. Is my listener happy? Was I right? I'm still 50-50 with that one. You know.
Yeah, you hit a
And I've had
nerve.
interviews with people, and I know by it's dope, man. I
Mm-hmm.
remember my interview
Mm-hmm.
with Uzola 7. It went so well. He said after the interview, I need to come to his place so we can drink whiskey. And I did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And for me, I'm thinking, say Uzola 7, when I thought, like,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
all he wanted to do was to just chill with me, talk to me, and teach. But except when you gotta read, you gotta be woke. Like, I don't think people understand how smart that man is. So that's the
mm.
nice thing about the interviews and that kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, bro.
Nah, it's
Not at all.
not at all because we're learning about your experiences and you're someone who clearly cares about the craft and the essence of what you do, which does take a lot of dedication because it's clear in yeah, it's clear in your shows, bro. Even with Umto on Taste Buds, like there's a certain chemistry you guys have, and the way you both express yourselves, it comes across as people who not only genuinely like each other, right, but also people who are well trained in what they do, because not everyone is comfortable with stepping onto a camera and
Yeah.
being comfortable expressing themselves confidently, keyword being confidently. So that's what this thing is all about, right? Because even when we started, we weren't the most confident gents when we started our first episode. But as we got more comfortable over time, we realized that we've got something to say, and people are liking people are liking what we have to talk about, and to a point where we can get other people from the industry, as small as we are, willing to jump on and just chill with us for like an hour or two and just give game. That's something we also appreciate. So speaking with speaking with Uzola 7, what would you say is something you took away from that interaction, and what did you think he saw in you that made him think that I can actually chill with this guy?
I think it was the fact that I was willing to learn. Like, there's perception and there's reality, right? Our perception of Uzola 7 is, "Betting go to Tafuleni single 7,
Yeah.
flake, all of that. But your
Mhm.
reality is that's one of the smartest guys in the industry. That's one of the few
Mhm.
guys who've been in a space where they have power and they used their power to literally give back. La show Uzola 7 was that, dog. This guy was famous
Yeah.
for making people's dreams come true. Like, who's done that since?
Bro,
Mm.
no
You know,
one.
this
Positivity.
is a guy who's on Yizo at the same time playing Papa Extreme. You know what I mean? This is
Mhm.
so what I realized is that I had a perception of him, but then now I saw who he really was. And he had
Mhm.
so many stories um that I was just taking in because I'm a sponge, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get to chill with Uzola again. So whatever I can take from him, I tried to capitalize. But what a
Yeah.
big lesson is, and now I don't think I do enough of it, is enjoying it, but doing something that's bigger and beyond you, greater than you,
Mhm.
Mm.
And he's a proper example of that.
I can
Mm.
imagine, bro. I can imagine. That's such a great story to hear because you don't really get those kind of opportunities all the time. I can imagine work like in the industry you work, so someone who comes across and sees something in you and decides for himself that yo, I should take this young man in and just hang out with him. That's an opportunity not many people get.
Yeah, bro, it's a blessing. And depending I mean Ubuntu, bro, like
Mhm.
how you were raised, did you greet when you walked in? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the little things, you know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people tend to forget about as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's very true. Dima, do you want to ask a question? There's a
Mm.
question I'd like to ask, but I'd just like to give you a chance before I say something.
Sure. So tools, I know as creatives, we all have different motivations that influence how we move in different industries. For you personally, as a creative, what do you prioritize the most? What is the most important thing for you when you are stepping into a project or when you're planning a project? What's the most important thing or any set of things that are important to you?
That's a great question, bro. My most important thing is actually doing it. There's a book
Mm.
by Richard Branson called "Screw It, Let's Do It," I think.
Sweet. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like if I have an idea, I don't like sitting on it. Mto and I were literally chilling and we were like, yo, we need to create a show about food because I'm tired of wood and I'm
Mm.
the tired of wood. And we always
Yeah.
argue about what tastes good or tastes bad. He was like, actually, we could call it taste buds. And I was like,
Mm.
Mm.
yeah. Now, it's a great idea until it's done, right? So
Mhm.
a week later, Mto was like, yo, are you sure we should be like checking in? I'm like, Masiens, we shot one episode. I'm telling you, we pitched it to like 4 people and they all said no. Ne?
Mm.
Sapola,
Yeah.
sakubeleka sayenza. Ne? So we had a pilot, but we hadn't released it. What I saw release. Yeah, bo. And I'm like, you're right. We did episode 1 and it didn't do as well as we had thought it would,
Mhm.
but we had fun doing it.
Mm.
So episode 1, 2, 3, by 4, something like we didn't care if anyone was watching or not, but it
Yeah.
blew up.
Mm.
Okay, like one notification is it Bonang just favorited your video. But
Oh my
Bonang,
God.
Bonang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dog? Like
Yeah.
those kind of things. Walking, like literally, I think one of the videos got 1.7 million views. The others on
Oh my
1.4.
God.
Mm.
Uyayibona lo we? And if we hadn't just done it, ngesahleli sicinga ngokuba siyenze kanye singayenzi. There's a saying about every time you come up with a good idea, right? There's someone else thinking of the exact same thing, but the only difference is
Bro.
only one of them actually does it. Which one are you gonna
Mm.
be? So
Bro,
yeah,
that
man,
is
get up
so
and do it.
true. Get
Got
up
you.
and
And
do it, bro. Just mhm.
you'll see it across with all the different concepts that I have, whether it's Dude, I'm Not a Chef, or Taste Buds, or me now venturing into
Yeah.
music. or me being on radio or doing voiceover work or it's me doing it, bro.
Yeah, just getting it done, bro, because that's also low key how we started as well, because it just got to a point where the idea came up. We discussed it initially via text, and then we jumped on a call. Just yeah, we jumped on a call, strategized, and then just got to a point where like, yo, let's just do it. And then yeah, but that's how we are where we are right now. And speaking about the shows you have, I'm particularly interested in Dude, I'm Not a Chef, because
Mm.
I remember the first episode, right? If not one of the first episodes where Ugwa Mai and like Ndima, if you were to go back to this episode, Tulz is outside, bro. You know,
Yeah,
he's
episode
outside,
2
outside.
actually.
Is it? Ne?
Yeah, that was episode 2.
Oh, so he's outside, bro, and you see, like he's at a spot where okay, people pull up in, and he's checking out all the food. Yapana gets to Osisaba Prayayo, taste the food, and then fast forward, you have your own studio or like your own place that's set up properly where you present the show. So my question is, what goes behind a successful production, you know, in terms of like technically and just everything that goes to making a great show?
A lot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shitload. And if it wasn't for my belief of just doing shit, and apologies for swearing,
No
that show
worries,
would
bro.
have never gotten to how big it almost did become, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a show I created when I was still in varsity, right? Dude, I'm Not a
Mm-hmm.
Chef. Went to Big Brother, came out, and I was like, I gotta do something that's food related, but not typical. And everyone was gunning for me to do a podcast. And I was like, nah. I still have that idea, Esheli. Yeah, bro. Let me not jump into the podcasting space just yet. Let me do something just different. But yo, bro, the amount of work on a production like that. So that was a production shot in the same studio as Espresso, right? That's the
Oh.
Samsung design district. So Exeni
Mm-hmm.
by Espresso, and every now and again I would come through and shoot. Dude, I'm Not a Chef. And I
Yeah.
was blessed because I was working with a good mate of mine called Mike and Phenomenal Media. And basically, it takes a production. So, what you're seeing in episode 1 is me in my kitchen. And in
Mm-hmm.
episode 2, that's another version of a pilot where I'm like, maybe I'm not
Mm.
always in the kitchen, but I'm actually out and about tasting people's food. So, Ep 1 and
Mm.
Ep 2 are the pilots to what you see as the rest of the season, right?
Mm.
So, I took those 2 pilots, Dahamba Machita, that shot Ishoka Temba. Remember there was a reality show Temba called My Inked World, and I was a part of it. Made an impression, good production, good pa, and Shelly Park, Money Mogol. He has crossed Nali idea, it's no idea. I mean, oh man, this was already done. The pilot Z2 check sharp. Oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Literally, I was able to convince them to shoot for me for free for at least 8 to 9, if not 15 episodes,
Damn,
studio included.
bro.
Um, all I would pay for was the food, the transportation, the this, the editing. It's a lot, bro. It's
Yeah.
a full scale production.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on ice or on break now because I want to go back to it. Imali icon. If I was able to pause on it from varsity
Yeah.
until this point, cool. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
darn sure I can take a little break from it and do other things and then
Yeah.
come back once this has the amount of money that it requires. Because even if you
Mm.
watch that show, I can tell you, even the consistency in the episodes is not as much as I wanted or
Would like.
expected or demanded. Some episodes, one
Mm-hmm.
by cameraman is shaky. Why is he shaky? Because I'm working with after students. Yeah, bro.
Mm.
I'm teaching a lightly, but in the same breath, there's a possibility. But I'm just trying. If it's not an after
Mm.
student, I gotta pay this person. Olapa in studio. Sometimes Maricon,
Mm.
sometimes I equal. It gets to fika, cool. Have you prepared the food? Do they want wine? They want all these
Yeah.
different things. But bro, I gotta say again, I still got a good relationship with all those people. It will
Mhm.
continue, but until I've got an investor or a
Mhm.
sponsor, I don't want to do another episode until it's done perfectly. For now, I'm
Yeah.
going to be doing my other things, my other episodes, my other beautiful things. And Taste Buds is way bigger than Do the Mother Chef.
Mm.
Where you want to learn,
Very interesting.
but they big in different ways, right? So Do the Mother
Mm.
Chef, I think the biggest amount of views was like 22K on the episode.
Mhm.
On YouTube, that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
But on TikTok, 1.7 million. Ngento siyishuta
Bro,
ngefone.
that's
Bro.
So
crazy.
you then have to think to yourself, do I really keep doing this thing of shooting with 10 people or shooting with one person, one camera, and
Mm.
1.3 million eyes?
Bro, the
Mm.
attention,
The attention it's able.
it's crazy, bro, because that's an entire population of a certain region. You know, that's a big city. 1.3 million people tuning in. Like, that's a big city, bro.
I'll
Those are
tell you
big
now,
numbers.
most people that
Mm.
tuned into Julia Chef will still go back to them are people that either liked the guests that I have or really genuinely
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
what a show like Taste Bud has done and the platform of TikTok being what it is, it's exposed me to so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I
Talk
would take
about
it
it,
as
bro.
far as saying maybe Glow 1.3, only 3 know me. The meter is
Mm.
people that are discovering me. The amount of people I bump
Yeah.
into, bro. Oh, I know you, bro. You're that guy in there, you get what I mean?
Got you?
Yeah, and Tando Goose, I mean,
And bro, I think what I like about taste buds, man, like now that you talk about the difference between taste buds and dude, I'm not a chef, and this is something I'm saying because it speaks to you as a brand, you know? People hear you on radio, go YFM, people have seen you on Big Brother, and dude, I'm not a chef. They've seen you on camera, and they also see the work you do as an MC. And you're this big brand, right? And you'd assume that, okay, you have a lot of sponsors behind you, endorsement deals, you know, like you're a corporate guy. But a show like Taste Buds that you shoot on a phone also gives one the perception that this guy is still an independent grinder. Like he's still out here getting it. So I think that's what I like about your hustle, in all honesty, because it gives corporate but also super independent vibes. Like, is that something that's by design
it's
or not?
definitely by design, bro. And I appreciate you even being able to see it because most cats are sleeping on that. It is by design, bro.
Yeah.
I was blessed enough to create a following even after Big Brother. When I came out, I had like 42,000,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm on 87K now. So I can say, yes,
Bro.
Big Brother helped, but no. I've doubled
Yeah.
and moved on. But you have to be conscious about what you're doing and how you're doing it and when you're doing it, you
Mm.
know? And ownership is everything.
Mm.
Mm. Talk,
Ownership is
bro.
everything. Being put on is cool, but being put on is exactly that. You can be put off.
Yeah.
But how you
Mm.
own an indoor, it's different. So I try and dance between the two. I'm blessed to have
Mm-hmm.
studied producing. So when you study producing, you're pretty much at the top of the food chain on a crew because you control everything, who, what, when, where, how, including
Yeah.
talent. So I know what it's like to be talent and to manage talent. Big
Mm.
thing. So when I went to after on a bursary, nah, because
Yeah.
I'd gotten honors in acting but in such a short
Mm-hmm.
space of time. Yabo? And figure by after if fees 87,000 rand, so I was paying about
Yo.
50% because my bursary covered only half of it. Yabo?
Mm.
So I'm paying by my 40 something. I figure pa kusafuneka kube khona iMacBook. Kusafuneka le mali le isazonyuka. Ayifuneki acting, but I'm there thinking, hey, so I'm gonna make my old lady pay all this money just for to act. No ways, bro. I can't. And not to say that studying acting is not important, but my reasoning there was just like, it's either I can or I can't. And that is Marcel and Commander was the one for the producing. Now that could have held back my acting career, but I still get a lot of acting gigs. But I feel like it exposed me to the whole industry, not just one element. You know? You gotta know how your boss thinks before you even ask for a raise.
Yeah. So it's those human relations that you've gotten to understand dealing with people in your line of work. And speaking about actors, I see that you also, I like talking about Dude, I'm Not a Chef because I'm just so invested in it, bro. Like, I see you also like bring on a few actors in the show, and you guys have very insightful and eye-opening conversations. And
Yeah.
I think my question is, like, what type of game do you take away from those people? Because it's clear that acting is something you love doing, that you want to stay in for the long term. So, what are some things or pieces of advice that are practical that you have implemented in your own skill set?
To respect the craft, bro. So I just spoke now about me feeling like I don't need training. In these past couple of months, I know I do, because those guys really respect the craft. So when I re-entered the acting space, most people look at me and think, "Oh, Wabo Big Brav." No one knows what I've done or what I can do prior to that, right? So when I walk onto a set, the immediate assumption is I'm an influencer, right? And the world of the actor right now is under attack by the influencer. It's a pandemic. Influencer ithi macala. Yabo, ithi actor yona ifunde for 4 years in experience kuthi ngomntana ona 50,000 views. Kuthiwa mabenze scene eyi-1. Yabo. But that's another conversation. But it's definitely taking it seriously. But also manifestation is a lot. One of my good boys is Lem, Shaka Zulu. Lem and I went to after together. That nigga said he's going to play Shaka when he was in second year. Second year, bamna to bang Shaka. Eske like he would come wearing Crocs, a jean, a blue, a fanayo every day, and a plain t-shirt, scruffy hair, Pauline Lumjita. Dog, why don't you dress up? But to dress up for what, dog? Like, this is school. Like, I'm gonna pop when I pop one day. And I mean, I don't need to tell you. Here we are.
He had
Here we
vision.
fucking are, bro.
So now, just to
Vision.
address,
I mean, you gotta be a little crazy.
You gotta be a bit eccentric.
Address what? Oh, swearing. Nah, I can't swear. My bad.
No.
Pardon?
No, I'm saying he had vision. He didn't care about the attire and how he dressed.
He had
that
vision, but
in
he had
mind.
to be a little bit crazy too. Yeah. I mean, who wears Crocs every day just to show niggas y'all don't know nothing? You know what I mean? Like, he had vision, but one thing about him, he also had implementation. Yeah, bro. Because when he moved to Joburg, we moved to Joburg together. We lived together for the first couple of months. And this guy, he doesn't have a mood board. He creates a space where he always feels like Lamchita. So in our lounge, we had a big sign written Hollywood, because that was the plan. Yeah, bro. And that space and energy, I mean, he's done so well for himself, and so am I. But I'm really happy that Dafika Gautini with a person Otlinga. Yeah. Because not oti, hey, I'm gonna be Shaga one day. What do you say? You either say, hi, so say, or you go find what you're gonna become.
Yeah. He set the bar really high from an early point.
Hey, morning.
And then, so what is something that you can say you learned from him?
Anything is possible, bro. When something powerful or really good happens to someone close to me, I get happy because I know that means God is in the room. Doesn't mean Nizo's gum next. but it means gone. And the ends, you know? I hope I can give the same feeling and thought process to anyone else who's even contemplating getting into my space. You know, if you've contemplated getting on air, contemplating getting on whatever, I'm not saying I'm the best to ever do it, but I'm proof and evidence that it's doable.
Got you.
And that's what that
That
man is, you know,
mm.
for me.
And I remember, yeah, and I remember you mentioned earlier, Tools, about how you as a creative, you also have that aspect of understanding the business side of the industry because of your experience with producing. Do you think that a lot of other creatives, whether it's in acting or in music, etc., do you think there's a lack of knowledge of the business side of entertainment as well? Or do you think a lot of people that we follow actually have a good understanding of that side of it?
I think we follow the wrong things. Because information is out there. It's not always accessible, but it is out there, you know. So we'll study someone like Jay-Z and want his Rolls Royce, but not really find out what business moves he took to get that Rolls Royce. You get what I mean? Or you look at someone like Mayweather and be like, "Ufuna and I win Andrew full of girls." But that man earned that money, bro. Do you get what I mean? So I think we just study the wrong things. Information is out there, but too often than not, we're still getting found chasing the wrong things. MT is one of the greatest artists to come out of South Africa. You can't tell me MT didn't know that you can get ripped off
And that's a
because it had
tragic
happened to
example.
Brenda, Bani, no Bani years prior to that. Do you get what I mean? So you can't be this man who knows everything about everything. That's cool. But when you get into music, say it's because do you get me? So are you in the game for the fame? Are you in it? It's just
Ufuna ntoni
and it's the
kanye kanye?
same thing for everyone, bro. Ufuna loni nga, ufuna bakhulu. Ufuna bakhulu, bakhulu ke. Cha, ubukhulu doesn't last too long.
Yeah, bro, and watch how you move in this space because as Tool said, bro, you see someone like MT who who's dropped so many good hits, bro, but can also end up being ripped off. So where does that ignorance come from? Is it just being in it to be in it, or what do you think is going on?
Look, I can't speak for him alone, but essentially to simplify it, there's a lack of desire to want to know more. We've got our cell phones, but niggas are busy watching Pornhub instead of the
Hey,
Hey,
encyclopedia.
dog.
We're sitting here watching MTV with girls twerking. And do you get what I mean? Look at the difference
Yeah.
look at Nota. Nota is wise. Yeah, he speaks a lot of shit, but he sounds like someone who picks up a book and reads.
Definitely. Talk about it, bro.
So we can't blame the industry forever, bro. You know?
you're saying people should take accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do all my shows outside of radio because I know at any point they could be like, all right, bro, thanks. We're done with you. That's how the game goes. If it happened to Fresh, if it happened to Fat Joe, why the hell is it not going to happen to me?
Bro. Yeah, you just mentioned some good examples there. And what do you think has given you so much staying power in radio, particularly up to now?
Ability, approach, definitely
Yeah.
going to Big Brother and coming back with numbers. If that didn't, it amplified my reach because brands go to stations and they're like, "Who's your talent?" So when the station can be like, "We've got this guy called the Tools," and who is Tools? Akulayitwa screen. Kuvele mna bekubhalwa 87,000. Akuthiwa ku-Twitter, TikTok, 1 point. Brand is gonna be like, yo, okay. We want to work with this guy. Yeah, bro. I try to do that straight up. So
Nah,
it's
dog, I
one
hear
thing to
you.
be talented and to have ability, but you gotta back it up with all the new things that exist right now. Can't be a DJ and not be on social media. And now I'm just no, bro. No.
That's
You
not how
gotta
the
do
game
all the
works.
things that are happening right now. I hate going lives on TikTok, but I'm gonna have to do it tonight. Because the Tabelic Dal, that Tubana Nomdo while shopping today, she's like, yeah, I went out. I was in the lives up.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want, bro.
Hey, bro, that's the game because I remember even Uvej before we recorded while we were talking on the phone, he's like, bro, if it wasn't for photography and needing to be on social media to showcase his work, he'd have Utili because
Yeah.
it's demanding, bro. Because even me sometimes when we do our recording and our promotion, I just think of the work that I have to do right after recording an episode in terms of being on
Yeah.
social media and posting everywhere else to get people's attention. There's a lot of work that goes behind that, and it's not spoken enough because people think that your brand will speak for yourself. But if people aren't aware of you and if you're not where the action is, bro, you're gonna fade out pretty quickly.
Yeah. Because we forget, bro.
Mm-hmm. Especially
Because
You have to
there'll be a
constantly be in people's
replacement.
faces.
Jonah, whoever thought South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
whoever thought we'd be cool without Vuzu?
Bro,
Yo, talk about it.
bro,
Vuzu
talk
was the
about
shit.
it.
Vuzu was the shit.
Bruh.
Vuzu put
But
so
how?
many
Who
people
needs
on.
Vuzu?
Mm-hmm.
But and not in a bad way. Who needs Vuzu when you've got Musa Kawura,
Bro.
who's chilling at his crib with a court and some heavy words? Now, what I don't like is his approach because he ends up saying mean things about other people. But we don't need a whole TV show now, do we? We just
Dog.
need a good idea and something that
Yeah.
people want to watch.
The game has changed.
Mm-hmm. And people are more on social. Yeah, the game has changed, bro. I remember saying in 2017 that social media is the new TV, and this is what it's come to now. If you're not on Instagram or TikTok and you are a creative, especially someone who needs to be on camera, bro, you'll be irrelevant very quickly. And I think what really, really, really changed the game and became a catalyst for these type of platforms was lockdown, COVID. Like
Yep.
everyone was on their phone and everyone was watching verses, and that gave space for everyone else who's a creator to just flood people with their content on social media, to keep their attention on their phones. And
look how it's also reinvented what a celebrity is.
yeah,
It's reinvent. You can have a legacy celebrity, someone you've known for years, you grew up seeing on TV, and you can have a DIY. I did it myself celebrity with the cell phone. Look at Primo 19, bro. Apart from his dad being who he is, that nigga is one of the biggest celebs in the country only because of TikTok videos. And the list could go on. And the money he's making.
And he came out of nowhere, Primo.
Primo, I shoot and video for Nakulu Michael Jackson. I barely even see his videos now.
bro.
But he's big.
But speaking of
He's
big,
huge. He doesn't need to just be taking videos and shit. He still does it. But bro, what I'm trying to say to you is that remember how big it was. But you know what? He's found where he's really going with it. Same thing with Ukanyisa Jacqueline. She got into music. So yeah, man, you gotta put your finger in every pie, bro. But
gotta put your finger.
yeah, a little bit of everything makes a whole lot, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. A little bit of everything makes a whole lot. That's a quote right there, bro. And speaking about being a celebrity in today's time, bro, what are some challenges that you face personally, and like when do you find the time to switch off?
I think the most I faced was after I was a big brother, where there was a whole lot of scrutiny, particularly on social media, because of how I played the game. Going to top 5 without, people having an impact on that upset a lot of people. So that comes with a lot of lack of privacy, man. That's all it is. And that causes anxiety. Forget about your privacy. Today, I'll give you an example. We went to Woodmead to go try and buy some shoes at the Nike store, right? Now, the line at that particular Woodmead is insane. Yeah,
bro.
like And my friend who I'm with suggests I am offending. Let's just walk in. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I can't do that, bro. People are gonna see me. I so like go to famous. It's okay, man. See, we walk past that line. Literally, there was a girl saying, "I so tools was not here, Jay. I go." Exactly. Kunzuma no sneaker into a store.
Dog.
Do you get what I mean? Forget about buying
Mm,
bread. It's a lot, bro. I could go on and on and on and on, but I guess now I'm less worried about being a celebrity. I'm just worried about being a broadcaster. I don't care about the fame. I care about the numbers and the money. Because Twitter is not real life, also. You know?
bro.
A
Yeah.
person can write something on Twitter and go crazy when they see you in real person. Oh my gosh, it's Tools! Yazi, I hated you for Big Brother. Hate me now, Vale. Come on now.
Hate me now.
Manjini
It's all,
mnagausithi, I used to hate you. Do you hate and I'm going, oh,
yeah,
no,
Jagalo,
don't have
keep
the
that same
picture.
energy,
No. Keep the same energy. We able.
bro. hmm And
But
like,
Yo.
real life,
Jules,
it's the same thing I was saying about Uzwana. Reality
yeah,
versus, perception.
reality is not perception, bro. And like, how do you switch off, dog? Like, how do you unwind? Like, what do you do in your downtime to just de-stress,
To be
bro?
honest,
Because
420, bro. Good old
Mm.
420. If it's not that, gym is always, it was a part of my life, the Jäger, but I'm back and
hmm
I'm loving every moment of it. Like it's the best way to release
yeah,
tension and bullshit. But
talk
also
about
surround
it.
yourself with people that are going through similar challenges, not necessarily within
Mm-hmm.
your industry, but people that, you know, can keep you on your toes.
Mm.
Well, tell them much, then I'm into the whole time. You need
Yeah,
someone who's gonna be like, hey, yes, I just bought a new house and some keys on the light here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Mm.
people on the same wavelength as you are.
Sometimes even a higher one, so you can switch up.
Mm.
So you can,
Have
yeah,
Straight
bro.
up.
Some,
it's either you surround yourself with people that just stick around you to please you, or you stick around people that are maybe on the same frequency or level as you, or people that
yeah.
make you sometimes feel small. I try and
Mm.
experience a little bit of everything and be one person throughout all three.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Be one
Gotcha.
person throughout all three. And
Mm.
how do you say like you get that done? You know, like I'm really intrigued by what you said.
I'm figuring it out. I won't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie. Um, it's a day by day thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, but things stay humble. There's that video by I think it's Robert De Niro where he says stay calm as well.
Stay calm. Yeah.
Whether things are going good or going bad or going, just stay calm because you never know whether you're on top
Mhm.
either,
Yeah. Because you've seen them come, you've seen them go, dog. So
bro.
rather
I've
just
been the one
chill.
who comes and goes.
Mm.
Yo.
And what else would you say like people don't know about this industry that you feel like they should know if you get into this, or like something you feel like you wish you would have known before getting into where you
That
are?
it's more what's the word? It's glorified, but that's not the
Mm-hmm.
reality of it. And if you don't want to take my word for it, sit down and Google all the bad stories and bad examples of people who chase their dreams. And it
Mm.
either killed
Yeah,
them or they died trying.
bro,
Yo.
deep.
The most
Mm.
glorified occupation, being in the limelight. But in reality, ayo, zero benefits apart from free
Mm.
entrance and maybe a couple of girls screaming in your ear every now and again.
Yeah.
Free bottle, things that will never really do anything for you.
Mm.
Mm.
Because at the end of the
It's
day,
deep.
bro, we're all grinding. And I
Yeah.
think that's also something I've seen, Yazi, through watching your shows and the people you interview, along with Taste Buds, is that everyone you interview, like, and the questions you ask, what I take away is that, hey, bro, we're all grinding here, whether you're in corporate or in entertainment, like sizophangela sonke.
Yep. I mean, there was that guy I interviewed named Sipho and Ndima. That guy is on TV for days.
Bro,
I asked him, what did you have for dinner yesterday? You know what he said?
what?
Canned beef. Canned beef
Bro.
McCard. I'm like, dog, why you damn fun? I'm something to life now.
Yo,
I'm like, yo.
bruh.
Come on, bro. And not to say he's broke. But yeah.
Mm. Hey, bro, like it's mid-month some days, and that's just what it is, bro. You know, like it's a grind, bro. At the end of the day, like people don't understand that whether, like, it doesn't matter like who you are in the industry, bro. Like, hey, bruh, umntu zabo ugcini izibane zilayitiwe kokwabo. You know, it's not
Yeah.
always glam.
And then she nakuthandwa ngabo famous.
Exactly, exactly, bro. And I don't know how much time we still have with Tools because I really don't want to keep you up. So can we carry on for a bit, or do you have to like jump off pretty soon?
I will have to jump off pretty soon, only because I do a
Mhm.
show between 8 and 10 o'clock. So at around about 6 o'clock, I have to jump on the Zoom with the team to discuss our topic for today in preparation.
Mhm.
So we do like a good full hour, 30 minutes, just
Mhm.
trying to make sure we're on the same page about everything we're going to talk about on air.
Oh,
So yeah, unfortunately, that's going to hold me. But yeah, it's up.
job, bro. And before Ndima asks his question, right? I just want to ask something as to what do you want people to take away from Tulz Madala and where Tulz is going right now, and like what is the legacy you want to leave behind? It's a three-part
To
question.
be honest, it's not even about me. I don't really want to leave a legacy, bro. I just want my mom to be good and my family to be good. You remember what Mike Tyson says?
Yeah.
To that little kid.
To
He's
that
right,
kid,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, he's right, dog. Legacy for what?
It's
Uba
crazy.
usiyangazinze ngengoma nendoni, then
Mhm.
I'm Mike Tysoning that one, bro. I just want my
Yeah.
family to be good. And my mom to know, but she was right because she's always stood behind me through all of this. Whether it was me leaving law, whether it was me trying to go to Y, she had to be the one explaining what Mdanake wants to be. A celebrity, ifuna uba sister, ifuna uba ngumsasazi. Imagine.
Bro.
Yeah.
So
Nah, that
that's my only thing. Enya, Buddha.
doesn't matter,
I'm
bro.
it doesn't, but I'm past doing it for other people. You know?
Got you.
I'll give you an example. There's a time I went home to the Eastern Cape and I bumped into a guy. I won't mention his name, but he was cracking a joke about the fact that I'm no longer on 5. Yeah, boy.
Mhm.
Yeah, 45, yeah. It's like, this guy is
Hater.
still living in this land in Epigon, please. Yo.
Yo. Hater, we know those times in East London,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, nah.
bro. But you're gonna hate on me for getting fired at a place you would never get hired?
Dog, talk about it,
Dog.
bro. Like, you can't even get
Come
in.
on.
Why you hating
It's
from
nigga.
outside?
Come on.
So I just try and
Dog.
apply that to everything, bro.
More na dog. More na so.
No, but dogs don't bark at still cars.
Hey, bro.
Tell
Talk
him.
about it. Like, Dira, is there something you want to ask Tools before he jumps off, man?
Yeah. So we've learned a lot from Tools so far, man. It's been a pleasure. But I just have one last question. So just to bring it back to Dude, I'm Not a Chef. Who was who out of all your guests, who impressed you the most with their cooking skills?
Oh, damn. Neo Nonso. But she's a chef. Neo Nonso. I mean, she came through and pretty much said, nigga, move. And she showed me how it's done.
Let me cook.
But which was a dope experience because let me cook because I don't know what you're doing. Usually I'm in
Bro.
control of my kitchen, but when Neo's there, she takes over. And
Yeah,
it's
she's
beautiful
really.
because she's actually a hometown girl. Shout out to Neo, man.
Shout out to Neo. Shout out to East London, man. I was about to say that she really shows you that you're really not a chef. Excuse the pun. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah, kids. Yeah, barely bored, man.
Man.
Netjokes. Okay. Is a netjokes.
Nah, man. Man.
No, but you're right. She really did. But I also liked how
Yeah.
she just did it, man. It's beautiful. She actually has a book out. Cooking with Nonzo. Check it out, man. God.
Yeah, we should, bro. We should. Like Tools, man. Thank you so much for this. You know, I didn't anticipate like we do so much like in just under an hour, but this has been a fantastic episode, bro. Like we wish you nothing but the best as just knowing you from like a personal level. Like I wish you nothing but the best. I've always told you that, bro, whatever hustle you're doing, I'm behind you all the way, and it's just
Appreciate
so
it, man.
amazing. Yeah, bro, it's so
And
amazing to
and
see what
and
you've
that's
done.
said, bro. Shout out to you
Hmm.
guys for having me on the pod, gents.
Yeah.
Bless.
You know, the only limitation to this pod is you guys and where you take it,
Definitely.
bro. You
Mhm.
know, you are the only limitation. Like I'm telling you, and don't let what social media says in terms of numbers or retweets affect or impact how you perceive what you're doing. It may, you know, because niggas don't like each other's posts, man. I don't get it. But it's
Yo,
Bruh.
talk about it. But
Bruh. We see it. We see this, dude.
Hey,
that's
seen by
right.
2000, liked by 8.
By 8. Hey, bruh. We see this all the time, dog. We talk about it.
But we push. I got
Hello. So just keep doing.
Push. Go away.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Nah, bro, those are my boys. I remember since day one.
Oh my god. P. Ni.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Nah, Tools, like, honestly, dog, once again, nah, keep going, dog, keep going. And if you don't know this man by now, guys, you're just choosing to sleep, bro. You're just choosing to sleep because
Fast asleep.
Imali Kona, that's the message, bro. Like, just manifest that shit to life, bro. Speak it to existence. We out here grinding, but the corny man somehow.
God, man, and by the way, yo, go stream the song. It's out on all DSPs, Spotify. It's not on these downloading websites, but it's called Imali Corner. And whether you got 50 rand, 100 rand, 1,000 rand, it's still a rand. So spend it and have some fun, man.
Spend it, bro, and multiply it,
sir.
man. Imali Kona. And I forgot what I wanted to say, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, that message really speaks to the energy of the culture right now, bro, and what's going on in December. So shout out for that, bro. Awesome vibe of a song.
Blessings, man. Blessings. Thank you for the
Aware.
opportunity, gentlemen. Do you guys have like a sign out thing that you do?
Nah, man, we just keep it like like it's not another podcast.
We just say goodbye.
It's been Ndima and we just say goodbye, honestly, bro.
We just say goodbye.
I'm just checking, you know?
Nah, it's over like, eventually. We'll figure something out.
You can say goodbye for us, bro. You can say say goodbye for us, Tools.
I'm actually gonna challenge you guys to create something. But yeah, this has been not another podcast.
Shout
Let's
out.
go.
That voice
Shout
over
out.
crazy, but yo. That is lit, bro. We're gonna wrap this one up. Cheers, everyone. This has been Tulz Madala, Ndima Silwana, Sipho and Ndima, and yeah, shout out, guys.
Easy.